Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here, and welcome to B-Ball Breakdown. We all saw how in Game 1, the Heat were able to front Melo in the post and make it very hard on the offense, and the adjustment was to have him move around the perimeter more and set screens. It worked a little bit better, but now that Amari has been a glass hole, the Knicks will have to rely on Melo to score even more, and it doesn't appear that that's going to be a likely recipe for success for the Knicks to win this series. The Knicks open up Game 1 with a cross screen with Melo in the deep corner coming across the lane, and that works very nicely because it opens up a good position for Melo to get deep position down low in the post, and while he misses it, this is the shot the Knicks want. And here's the big adjustment. They'll front Melo in the high post, and Melo has to get the ball much farther out than he wants to, and that shot is much farther out, and it bricks. This time they'll have Melo down screen to get open on the block, which is a good idea, but Shumpert cannot hit him when he's open, and Wade with a great effort knocks it out of bounds. So it seems the Knicks are ready to adjust by doing that cross screen again like they opened the game with to get Melo the ball in the post. It actually gets him really deep position, and when they come over to double team, it opens up a wide open three-pointer for Baron Davis. This is great. Here's a nice adjustment. Melo brings the ball up in horns, and as the point guard will cut through and get nice low post position, that will inspire a double team. Watch how bad Joel Anthony is in the weak side as they rotate. He moves away from the ball, giving up a slam. Again, they try and get the ball to Melo on the high post, and watch Shane Battier's impressive effort to front him. Here's what should happen once the ball goes on top. They should hit the high post, hit the pass there, Melo would cut to the basket and then get a nice backdoor cut for a layup. Instead, you got J.R. Smith trying to do way too much, turns the ball over, they get a layup and a foul. Having Battier and LeBron in there at the same time is great because when they can switch on that back screen, they don't lose anything. They continue to front Melo, and there is a bad angle for Baron Davis and an awful pass. Fronting Melo so stymied the Knicks that they couldn't get into anything else, and here J.R. Smith turns the ball over again to the Heat. In Game 2, the Heat realize that if Melo brings the ball up, they can't get it out of his hands. However, once he does pass the ball, they're not going to let him get it back. Here on a zipper cut with a down screen, look how far back near the half court he has to catch it. Heavy pressure knocks the ball away, and look at how hard this shot is just to get off, much less make. While the Knicks run that same cross screen for Melo and it gets him in good position, when LBJ gets the switch and back on him again and he tries to pull up, Melo has not been so successful on this jump shot. However, when Battier is playing him and they run this play with the cross screen, he's been a lot better at scoring even though it's the same exact shot, something the Knicks need to know. Melo is much better suited to attack early before the defense can really get in his way, and here he was lighting up Battier. The Knicks need to create lineups that force Battier to guard Melo because Battier simply can't handle him. They also need to use Melo as a screener much more often because here it'll force the hedge by Battier. He gets some space. Joel Anthony is way late coming over and gets dunked on. The Knicks also use him as a down screener instead of a high post receiver, a little bit of a wrinkle, but the spacing's off and so is the timing, and you'll see that Melo is not willing to engage LeBron in an ISO to try and get by him and throws up a bad shot. The Knicks also went away from posting him up and had him get down screens and pop-outs more. Watch how bad LeBron is guarding this. The wrong side of that screen lets him flare, and he hits the jumper. And here's one of my favorite plays. They pitch it to him coming out of the corner and then screen for him and roll. Everybody's watching Carmelo and lets him give a nice pass for a dunk. Melo went from shooting 18 shots in the first half to only 8 in the second, and here's one of the reasons. They denied him out and out all the way up top and didn't let him get the ball back, and then there's guys like Landry Fields burping up bricks. You'll see LeBron put a body on Melo and really put pressure on him physically. You'll also see Dwayne Wade not let them swing the ball in this offensive set, making it very difficult to run any kind of offense. Even when they try and get it to Melo, the ball is deflected, the shot clock winds down, and he has to take really difficult shots. Again, watch how LeBron denies the ball to Anthony. They simply can't get it to him without any kind of serious movement that will take a long time. And when they have some penetration, it forces LeBron to help out, and that gets him open a little bit on the post. But he's so used to being guarded tightly, he can't make that jumper. And again, they need to attack when Battier is guarding Melo because he seems to be able to score much easier against him than LeBron.